let's talk about pay-per-view buys for Errol, Spence, and Terence Crawford. I seen Eddie Hearn said he believed it'd do between 500 and 600,000, which, once again, it's not a bad number. But Eddie Hearn don't know nothing about the American market. At one point, I mean, I don't think anybody really do. At one point, I would tell you that I thought it would outsell Tank and Ryan Garcia. Obviously, I don't know shit about the American market like most of these promoters and networks who don't know how to promote on the American market. I mean, it's a different generation what they utilizing to reach out to people, but you know, I don't feel like the marketing was there like it should have been. They probably could have really did 2 million with better marketing, but then again, it's just so much programming you can use to watch TV now. So I mean, more people watch apps than anything right now. So, but it's hard. But realistically, man, I'm gonna really say the floor. I think the floor for this fight, to be honest, is I'm gonna go ahead and say about 750, 800,000. I think that's the floor. I think the ceiling is 1.2 plus, more than 1.2 million plus. I don't really think people understand. Check out the What's Way Boxing News playlist, by the way. I don't think people really understand how syndicated this fight really is. You know, how commercial it really is. I don't think people really understand that, bro. I don't think people really understand that, dude. Like, a lot of this is, to me, in my opinion, it's a bigger fight. But then again, people be like, well, Ryan bought the Mexicans there. The black dollar is more powerful than a Mexican. I'm trying to tell y'all that, man. I was just talking about this somebody at the gym. We was in the sauna and we used to talk about how black people in America is the #1 consumers. They just consume a lot of bullshit. Or a lot of things that's obviously tangible. Because, I mean, what else can you consume that's really not tangible other than, like, therapy and shit like that? That's intangible, shit like therapy. But they the we the #1 consumers. So, you know, I was talking to somebody at the gym yesterday. And I was just talking about how people spend a whole bunch of money on shit and the quality don't be there. Like, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on something that's not gonna be this shirt that I bought for like $8, but with Gucci on there, and it's the same color, same material, and everything. Like, it's just not smart. And I believe in, every now and again you should be able to treat yourself and do things that you should want to do, but damn, spend quality. A lot of people spend $200 on the shoe, and the shoe ain't nothing but $10 or $15 to make. You know what I mean? A lot of people spend $1,000 on the phone, but don't even just use the basic, the basic accessories or the basic necessity of the phone. Don't even use it like for the 30,000 cameras it got on there or whatever, or all the full capabilities, or it's not even a money line, a real business making phone. But yeah, like, the whole hood gonna come out. I mean, I was talking to Town this morning about he trying to get credentials. I'm like, shit, you already know how they about to play the credential game. Time Magazine, what's the National Geographic, Disney, ESPN, Vogue Magazine, Ebony Magazine, the Cash from Power, all of them is they gonna let everybody in that fight, and they gonna let a couple new media guys in, like, boxing media guys. You have Marcos Villegas and Radio Raheem. You might have Errol Spence put a word in for Champ Side. You'll have a few of them dudes sprinkled, but they're gonna dominate. The mass media, the major media is gonna dominate this fight because of what they can bring coverage wise and notoriety. They pick and choose when they want to come to the fights and shit. But I'm gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna do a video on that. Probably see that Thursday, Friday, I don't know, Saturday. It depends. But I do think it's about 700. I say 700 to be nice is the floor. A million plus is the ceiling. What did Michael Jordan say? The roof is the ceiling, or some shit like that. That's what I believe. And like I said before, Terence Crawford kind of kicked it off with $1 million worth of game. They putting their little drops out there. I was hearing a press conference supposed to be Wednesday. I don't know. They just pop up and do some shit. I'm hearing they doing one in LA and New York. They probably hit First Take or hit some other. So they gonna start doing a little push. But really ain't a lot of trash talking been said. A lot of respect. You can tell they talked on the phone and they respect each other. Fuck that. That'll go out the window. When that fight signed, I'm dragging Errol Spence. And if I'm Errol Spence, I'm dragging Terence Crawford. It's just it's the business. You can't get emotional about it. We got to get them something to draw towards the fight. You know, if I'm Errol Spence, I'm going to whoop your ass on your mama's birthday, boy. Yes, Terence Crawford mama's birthday. They say, I'll whoop your ass on your mama's birthday, boy. And I'm going to send her some edible arrangement after the fight. That's just what people want to see. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. It becomes personal when you start inflicting bodily harm outside the ring like Conor McGregor did with Khabib. And then you start crossing the line with children. You start crossing the line with family members, or you start crossing the line with religion and shit like that, and personal stuff. Like me saying I'm gonna whoop your ass on my birthday, I don't really think that's personal. You know, but you know, or I'm gonna put pipe to your mama some shit. Now that's personal. Now you got to die. Now I'm gonna you cross the line. But you got to give them something to draw towards too. But I think at the press conference, and people say, well, Bo Mac gonna talk shit, Bernie gonna talk. They can't sell the fight for him. Only people that can really talk shit and sell the fight is the fighter. That's it. That's the only person who could talk shit to sell the fight is the fighter. Is the fighters. You know, yeah, the trainer could talk shit and get the other fighter off his game like Angel Garcia did with Amir Khan. Yeah, that's perfectly within bounds. But to sell the fight, the fighters got to do their thing. They got to talk shit. They got to say you've been running, all this type of stuff. They ain't necessarily got to punch nobody, do the Riddick Bowe or the Canelo Caleb Plant or nothing like this. But, you know, but you got to get people to the fight. You know, and where you win the fight, where you truly win at is obviously at the pay-per-view box office, but the retention rate is where you're going to, return. You're going to get your biggest return at. So if we do another rematch, or people going to say, damn, you know, the nigga Errol got down on Bud, or Bud got down on Errol, but I say, blah, I can't wait to see their next fight. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to see them do it again, or I can't wait to see. Then that's how you build a fan base. You know, most people think if they get in the ring, they're going to deliver action-packed, but you never know. When you start playing with guys over 30 years old, or you start putting two high-level guys in a ring with each other, a lot of times it ain't no room for error. But, you know, the difference is we just don't. A lot of people don't feel like they know a lot about these guys. They've been out the ring for a minute, more Errol than Terence. But, you know, Errol might touch Terence, and it might be over with. And Terence might not can take it. You know, Terence might touch Errol, and it might be over with. He might not can take it. Or they might just turn into some beasts, and it's turned into a war of attrition and a fight breakout. And if I feel if a fight breakout, to kind of be honest, I probably would kind of, in a way, trust Errol Spence more, because he more level-headed. He more fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Terence kind of get a little emotional in there, and he got some of that, you hit me, I'm going to come hit you 10 times back. And they ain't always good, especially with somebody that can keep their head. You know, but then again, you don't know if somebody get hurt, who know how to hold, who know how to survive, who really know how to fight through conditioning, or who really know how to come from adversity. This is one of those fights where, yeah, they in their 30s, but it's a lot of unanswered questions that we don't know, because just the business in the era of boxing. A lot of these questions could have been answered back in the day, because when you talk about a top 15 or a top 20 or a top 10, there was a lot of real live killers there. So, but you just never know, and that's kind of the mystery and kind of the intrigue around the fight. You can have people say, well, I feel Errol gonna win, we'll put your life on it. If you had a chance to put your life on it or not put your life on it, come on, most people gonna say, oh no, you know, most people, you don't know. And that's the intrigue about it. People want to see it, people want to feel like they were right coming in. And that's how they gonna sell the fight. But I say seven is the floor, and million plus, you know, is the ceiling. And I think it's one of those fights that's been promoted for around half a decade. You know, and this really, at this point, the promotion is done. It's like a cake. It's a good cake. You sweated the cake out. Now you gonna, you know, now you wanna, you know, whatever you gonna add to the cake. You know, you gonna add the frosting. You know, if it's a red velvet, you're gonna put the pecans on there. You sweated the cake out, adding the frosting. This promotion is this part of the promotion, the press conference, and what they do between now and all the way to July 29th is the icing and the toppings on the cake. Icing, sprinkles, the numbers, to light the birthday candle, no matter what it is. This is just the icing on the cake. The foundation of the cake, the platter, or you already mixed it, you already baked it, you already took it out, let it sweat, cool down, you got it moist. Now all this promotion at this point is just adding the icing on the cake and all the toppings on the cake, getting the ice cream ready, You ready to serve it, you ready to eat it yourself. That's just what it is. The promotion is built, but now they kind of got to make, icing is good without the cake. And some cake is good without the other part is good, but together it's great. It's great. It's like some liquors, you mix it, they great together. Some mixed drinks great. You got some people say, I don't drink mixed drinks, or, some mixes is good. If you know how to proper balance and mixing drinks, hey, some is good. So they gotta they gotta really bring this together, bro. They gotta bring it all together, make it one tasty dessert. I think if they get everybody, to the arena and to the TV sets and on pay-per-view, I think they'd do the job. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, this bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.